I'm a longtime Arlington resident. This is my hometown, and I have lived and gone to school and worked here for a long time. And almost 2 years ago, I had a problem, or I was having problems with money and dealing with everything and work. And I knew, I could see that I was going to not be able to pay my rent. And I knew that I was facing eviction, so I just moved out before I was evicted. And I put all of the stuff that I owned into a storage unit and into the back of my pickup truck, and I took off. And then all of a sudden I was homeless but living out of my truck, and I was ashamed and embarrassed, and I was struggling. I didn't know what to do. Anyway, I wasn't able to get help from the places that you would normally go. So I was in a new world all of a sudden. I didn't have any place to sleep. I started wondering what I was going to do. I started hanging out at the parks. I went to QT gas stations because I felt like that was a safe place, but I had no solutions and I had no help. Eventually, there was a homeless lady that spoke to me, and she told me about a police officer with the Arlington PD that I should contact and let them know my circumstances and see if they might be able to help me. And that police officer, I called her, and she came and talked to me and told me about local charities and organizations that did help people that were struggling. And on that list was Arlington Charities. So Arlington Charities was one of the first places that I looked for help, and they were able to help me when I was out of money and I couldn't afford to eat or anything, and Arlington Charities was available to me. 3 days a week I've been able to come and get lunch and water and at times clothing and nice shoes and things that I was able to use to go to work and get work. And for most of the last 2 years, Arlington Charities has provided me with meals when I needed them, and I'm talking about good food. Been able to get things like bread and fresh fruit and produce and things that have been really healthy, that have been able to sustain me during difficult times. And they've also referred me to services and connecting me with recently Goodwill, who is also going to help me in job search for a serious job. They've updated my resume and also done good things for me. So Arlington Charities has been a lifesaver for me, and I'll never be able to say enough good things about them. I will be a supporter in return of them forever, for life, because of how helpful they've been to me. Thank you very much for listening to me.